about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between our visitors and our home team. Keelan Cole now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 to the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Racing the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Back to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed it. And here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive. 17 yards and moves the sticks.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Which will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. 44 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is...
want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. In the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah.
Coach, thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between our visitors and our home team. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Give me that. Catch up.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I'm done.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Dancing away at the 30. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Hold on, I need to search for something on Madden.
so many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Way better than 18, bro. Me, personally, game 2 is way smoother, much fast-paced, and not fast-paced, but it's like smoothly, bro. Like, you play the game, you see a huge difference. I don't play with the Patriots. I also do have Tom Brady on the thumbnails. These are my thumbnails. But yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do the QB slide. This QB slide will save your ass so many times. I would use it so many times. Also, I've also been grinding out my challenges too in the Ultimate Team. So, because obviously 2K18 is dry as fuck. That was a new game to play, so I'm playing Madden 19. And yeah, I'm gonna show you how to QB slide on Madden 19. It's not that hard. It's the same way as PS4. What you wanna do is you wanna hold down LT and RT. You wanna hold LT and RT. Wanna hold R2 and L2. Hold these two down and press square. On Xbox, it's the same thing, but instead of press square, press X.
Alright. What are you doing?
Right back to him on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's
left side, it's complete. He's got it. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Elliott good with a PAT. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Going deep for Moncrief. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dante Moncrief, 75 yards.
What?
And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
On the return, it's Wendell Smallwood. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. We got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
This is taken at the 15. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll drop to throw. And running with power here. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And a tackle there by Chris Long. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to.
And it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw. That is in.
Let me check Fortnite. Oh, 89%. Cool.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Some back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 75 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Are you good?
They begin with a run by Fournette, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Open man left side is Wallace complete. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The reason that counter and misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look.
And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Oh, able to... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19.
Spot 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand. Coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's running. Oh.
Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Smallwood on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And on the ground they go with a running back. That's a nice move by Ajayi. Oh, then the spin. Ajayi's going to go. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ajayi, 76 yards, and the Eagles add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
This is a running play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Jags are going to have a 1st down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chris Long able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Can we go back to the days where if you tapped your wrist as a quarterback, that just meant you're going to spike the ball, not fake spike it and try and get something downfield? They just tried it there, and it wasn't successful, but I know what you're thinking, right?
Dan Marino, Jets, 90s.
Yeah, without a doubt. His Dolphins got over on them. They faked the spike play, thought they were going to stop the clock, ended up throwing a nice pass for a touchdown, I believe.
Starting.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Let's go.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh.
And this is caught. For the moment, it...
Do not touch my game.
Dang, it's the